Okay, welcome. And so today we're going to discuss further asymptotes. And so in the last few examples that we've looked at with the reciprocal function and the reciprocal squared function, we've seen that they both have horizontal and vertical asymptotes. And so this brings up the idea of when do we know we have asymptotes. So we've seen some characteristics of what happens that leads us to believe that there's an asymptote. And so now we're going to define what an asymptote is and when do we have one. So in this case here again, we're going to let P and Q be polynomial functions, and then consider the rational function f of x being P of x over Q of x. And we're going to also assume that these are written in lowest terms. That's a must. Okay. So we want these to be written in lowest terms, which means no common factors in the numerator and denominator. We're also going to look at real numbers a and b as well. So number one says if the absolute value of the function approaches infinity, as x approaches some value, then we know that x equals a is going to be a vertical asymptote. We've seen that in both of the cases of the reciprocal functions that we've looked at. And then number two says if the function approaches a specific value as x goes to infinity, plus or minus infinity. Okay? So then what's happening? Well, then the line y equals b is going to represent a horizontal asymptote. And we've seen also the same thing in the last couple of examples with the reciprocal functions. Okay? So this is the definition of asymptote. If we have either one of these things occurring, then for a rational function we have either a vertical asymptote, if the function is going off to infinity, plus or minus infinity as x approaches some value, then we have a vertical asymptote. If the value of the function is approaching some specific value as x is approaching plus or minus infinity, then we have a horizontal asymptote. And so in the next video, what I'm going to do is give you some things to consider when determining asymptotes. So this is the definition. So next video, I'll show you how to determine what kind of asymptotes you have. Okay? Till next time, have a great day.